This past Tuesday in Sumner County, Tennessee, there were over 60 evictions. A friend of mine went and oversaw the court proceedings in Sumner County, and I was amazed to hear that that day alone there were 60 evictions. And I've watched this happen for the last couple months. The news is talking about it. And look, I would love some input from a realtor or renter, someone who is, let's just say this area, Sumner County, Tennessee, that is aware of what's going on. And our phone is also blown up here at the security company. What's happened is we're getting an inordinate amount of calls from people just asking for cameras, asking for doorbell cameras, asking for security systems. It's actually a little difficult to keep up at this time. And I have to think that there's a correlation somewhere between what I heard happen in court this past Tuesday and what's going on here in Tennessee. I don't know if this is indicative of the entire nation or not. I don't know if this is just happening here, but I tend to think that this is probably a nationwide problem. My understanding is, and this is coming second-handed. I did not go to the evictions. And if you know something about this, please post below, post a link, let us know what we're hearing. But my understanding is that most of the renters had not paid, some of them were behind already. And those who are renting the buildings, the landlords, are raising the rent to rates that some people just cannot afford. And so I do think that's some of what happened. Like one person that I knew said one rent for a home was being raised from $1,200 a month to $2,000 a month. And I went, gosh, that's a steep increase. That's $800 a month increase. But I also don't know how much of this plays into what's happening nationwide. For the longest time, there were mortgage abatements, there were rent abatements. People didn't have to pay for all this time during COVID. They got behind. I actually talked to a friend of mine down in Florida. Long story, but he got, after 5 years of his farm being in foreclosure, the bank finally foreclosed and took it over. I don't really know all the details, but it was part of a divorce as well. So apparently those things can take a long time to catch up. But here's why I'm bringing this to your attention and why it's concerning to me, right? We are a security company. Literally, we do. Like, I'm getting calls from Georgia. Today, I've gotten calls just today from Canada, from Georgia, from California, second one from Georgia, Macon, Georgia, Atlanta area. I don't know where in Canada the company called, or this was actually a company that called. And then I do know in California it's kind of near the San Bernardino area. But we're getting lots and lots of calls from landlords, tenants, homeowners, people wanting to up their security. And look, whether it's us or somebody else, please take this advice. And this is going to be a short video. I'm not going to spend a long time doing this because I really want to hear feedback. Like any feedback you have about what's going on with evictions, I would love to hear. But anytime people are displaced, don't have a place to go, don't have a place to sleep, don't have a place to eat, don't have the money to eat, that dramatically increases crime. I had a policeman here earlier today. I could not talk to them because I was busy doing something else. This is the first video I've had a chance to do in like 4 weeks. I just have not been able to stop and respond because we've been incredibly swamped with, and thank you for those of you who are calling us. I do appreciate the calls. Thank you. But just be aware that we're on some shaky ground here in the United States. I don't think a lot of people can pay their bills. I have my number one customer coming into our security shop to buy guns is typically a female, typically a female above the age of 40. First-time gun buyers, never bought it. They're scared, they're concerned, they're worried about what's going to happen, what could happen. But as Americans, I think you need to be proactive, like whether it's us or somebody else. Get a good security system, get a plan in place, get some firearms to protect yourself. And for God's sakes, get something that will get you out of bed in the morning and the early hours of the morning, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and tell you what window, what door, give you a visual on your phone, or better, a tablet or something beside your bed so you can see a visual of who came in your house, so you can see how many people are coming in the house. We're finding now about 40% of break-ins are done during the day while people are not home. The other 60% are done at night while people are home. There's a lot of injury. If you look at the FBI reports on bodily injury due to home break-ins, those type of things, it's astronomical. 40% of break-ins when people are home end up in death or injury. It's a big deal. Protect your family. Have a plan. Talk to your kids about it. Talk to your wife about it. You all discuss what needs to happen whenever there is an event at your house or your business. Protect your employees. Talk to them about it. Make sure that there's a plan in place. We have several things that we do here to avert having any criminals come try to take our stuff, take us, hurt us, harm our employees. If you will, please like and subscribe. We do have a few things coming out in the next couple weeks about Harvest Right. We are still looking at franchising for those of you who are interested. Just follow us. It's a long process, longer than I thought it was. But we want to offer security services more than we are right now. We want to bring on partners. We want to bring on veterans. We want to bring on people whose MOSs somehow correlate to firearms and security. It's number one and number two request of guys getting out of the military, right? So we want to be able to equip people to take care of their family, take care of their belongings, take care of their homes. And we've been doing it 21 years. It'll be 21 years in June. So we're almost there. Hey, do us a favor, please. Again, thanks. Like and subscribe.